Okay, here we are with game 2, mono black Infect versus red black deck wins. We lost game 1, but going for it here. We're going to play first. This isn't the most exciting hand, but there's some stuff going for it. Perhaps it should have been a mulligan, considering, but we are going to be able to destroy his hand here. He leaves up with the Vexing Devil, which we're going to just take 4 from. We could go through the throat here next turn, but I think probably better off just hitting him with the Wrench Mind, dropping some cards out of his hand. So drops a Goblin Guide, attacks us, didn't play a land until now, and we draw an Inkmoth, so not a bad situation. We've got to go for the throat to kill the Goblin Guide as well. Inquisition out, a Hellspark Elemental. And he looks a little light on action, so he's all lands in hand. We go for the throat, manage to draw another land off the Goblin Guide, and take 3 from the Hellspark. And Wrench Mind the last 2 cards out of his hand, which as it turns out are just lands, and attack with the Inkmoth, putting him on 1 poison. Doesn't have anything to play this turn. I'm going to activate my Inkmoth and attack again, putting him down to 2. Drop the Runechanter's Pike, which we can potentially hook up the Inkmoth with next turn. He reveals that the card in his hand was a Flames of the Bloodhound. Manages to put it down to 7, which is not ideal, but considering our last spells in the yard, we might be able to hit him pretty hard with this Inkmoth. Reveal a Vatmother off the top, but I think we're just going to hook up the Pike to the Inkmoth and go for the throat for his Goblin Guide. So this is a 5-1 now, and going to hit him down to 7. Attacks and go for the throat. Don't want to take the 2 damage. Going to draw the Swamp and activate Inkmoth, hook up, and attack. If he's got a burn spell, he's going to have to use it on the Inkmoth, so that's why I activated it there. And unfortunately, we're not really left with a whole lot until next turn, but at the same time, he had to spend the burn spell, kill our Inkmoth, which leaves him with less burn to go to our face with. We can disfigure this Deathrite Shaman and drop our Vatmother here. Seems unlikely that he's going to be able to attack us next turn, deal 5 damage to us next turn, unless he drew a Thunderous Wrath, I guess. But looking good for us. It turns out he just drew a Lava Spike, and he's dead next turn, so that was that. On to game 3.